everyone, welcome back to another Damanerds episode. Super excited to be here in the virtual studio. It's always the virtual studio. There's a few times it wasn't a virtual studio, maybe like once or twice. Those were awesome, but still, in any case, hey, year 2 of COVID, episode 49 of Damanerds. Super excited. I'm one of the hosts, MJ, and always accompanied by my buddy Rod. Dama, what's up, Rod?
Hey, what's up, nerds? I'm just over here chilling in Vancouver. Got my comfy chair out for all you Patreons. You can see I'm in the rocking chair today.
I was about to say that is a very fancy looking chair, and like your sweater almost looks like robe-ish, like bathrobe-ish. Like
I guess I got my fancy sweater on too. I didn't even think about it. My dad gave me this sweater.
Some red velvet on that.
The University of Regina, established 1974. Regina in Saskatchewan for all you Americans. But anyways, speaking to all you Americans, we got to finish, before we get too deep in here, we got to finish introducing all of the nerds that are in here. Because, you know, we got the third nerd, as we had for the last few episodes.
Yes, Haley, welcome back.
What's up, Haley? Welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me again as the third nerd. Episode 47, 48, and 49 now. So
yes.
Fun. I'm sitting on the floor in my living room in Vegas, not on the couch, but on the floor. So that's why. But I'm excited to be here again, chilling with you guys. It's always fun. Always a good time nerding out. So
yeah, it's going to be another great time nerding out. If everyone's like, this is your first one that you're tuning into, we got third nerd, Haley Bishoff, in the studio because we want to focus on the girls and the women in the scene of kendama. Of course, there's plenty of companies, plenty of events and stuff that highlight this. And we want to do our part to also highlight it, bring it up. And so we got a sleuth of, does that mean a lot? I think it does. It just came out naturally. A slew. There you go. Yeah. Sleuth is like finding Carmen Sandiego.
Great game, by the way.
A slew of great women in the community that we've been talking to. And for episode 49, we're happy to present everyone Alissa DeCoteau.
So Alissa.
Nice. You said my name right.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
I was
Did someone tell you?
No, it just rolled off the tongue.
Wow, good job.
DeCoteau. How else has it been said?
Like DeCoteau, like some people think the C is an L. DeCoteau, DeCoteau, Dakota, like Delgado. They just make up all kinds of like literally just like make up names.
Oh, right. No,
First name too.
That happens with me too. It's completely, I understand. But hey, happy to have you on the
Glad
Nerds episode.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, I just want to start off by saying that you have been someone I've seen in the community, this is our first time meeting for everyone who's listening right now. So it's a very interesting feeling, as I think we've all had at one time, especially meeting someone in person. Here it's a little different. You know, we can't like shake hands or like high five or nothing, but seeing someone through the kendama community, through Facebook in the early days, and then everyone kind of like whittled off to like there's Downspike, and then I was like, everyone's working towards Instagram probably the most right now. Yeah. So it's been all over the place, but I've always seen you, Alissa.
Mm-hmm.
Always there.
Been around,
Yeah. And it's interesting to think about how many people who are new, maybe who don't know so much about your backstory or exactly who is Miss DeCoteau, right?
Oh, yeah.
So let's open it up, and if you could just explain to everyone who you are in the scene.
Okay. So I'll just start with like my basic kendama story.
Oh yeah.
So my brother Matt DeCoteau, I don't know if new people will know him either, really, because he's not too active now, but check him out. He's still really good.
Some nerds homework for you guys.
Yeah, definitely.
Go watch some old DeCoteau edits.
Yes.
So back in 2011, he wanted a kendama for his birthday, and I got it. And then like later I started playing, and then we went to a concession stand jam back in like, I don't know if that was 2011 or 2012 with Tyler Marshall. And that's where I met Sweets for the very first time. and bought a marble like the very first batch of marbles. It's in the garage. I honestly should have pulled it out. Now I feel dumb. It's fine. It's fine.
It is
fun. And then, so I guess from like 2012 through my brother, he met Jero over at Kusa. And then we would like help out there at the warehouse sometimes to just like help pack some orders. Basically that. Hang out with everyone, like hang out with the old squad, like Charles and all them, like Trevor, Dave, everyone was there. And then 2014, I had a serving job and I got fired, and I hit up Jero, and I basically started then. And I work at Kendama USA, been there 7 years, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah. I was going to say, how long has Kendama USA been around?
So like, I don't even know the like exact established year. Like some documents say like 2008. And
that's what I was going to guess.
Yeah. So, but I wouldn't know like when the website now really came to be.
Right.
It was like right before me.
Yeah.
Ellie, do you know? I'm like,
I feel like it was 2009 or 2009 or 2008 for sure. Mm-hmm. But it's funny that you say 7 years because you have been working for Kendama USA as long as I've been on Kendama USA. Mm-hmm. So I got on the team in 2013, where actually, funny story, I met your brother, Matt, for the first time at the first MKO ever in the train station.
Oh my gosh.
Minneapolis. And we battled each other. And it rocked my world. And it was like 3-0, I'm pretty sure. Maybe 3-1. But anyway. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy that like you're also one of the OG girls in the game, and we've been with Kus for the same amount of time, just in very different roles.
Yeah. So like, it's been cool that way though, because being on the back end is like, you get to like really just support everything from the outside, but like also the inside. But people that's why might not know who I am really either, because it's like I don't really compete. I think I competed at one MKO and I was like, let's go. But that Bird Over Valley, you're up there and you're just like
the jitters, the shakes come through.
Yeah, especially when you're not used to competing. Like you're just like, it's really, that's the hard part. It's not, you're like, I could land this trick, but on stage, can I land this trick?
Yeah, dealing with that pressure.
Yeah,
it's a mental game. Yeah,
I'm not really a competitor personally. I just like to like play kendama and enjoy it and make art with it, basically. So
yeah,
that's how most people I think would know me. Is like just some different wood burnings I've done on kendamas and stuff like that over the last few years since I got a wood burner.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think
all the mandalas.
Exactly. There's been a huge. A bigger spotlight put on you and your art within the past, since I personally, I kind of feel like since Sweets released his mod and you had some artwork that you did for that.
Yes,
and then
I did.
Just recently,
that was so sick. Yeah.
The GT Canvas project, that was another one that you did. So I'm sure a lot of people now, maybe really have more questions about who this Alissa person is.
I've done a couple, like I have obviously made like my own stickers and stuff, and I can't even remember what year it was, but like my very first like kendama mandala that I drew, it went out in Kusa packages, so like people somewhere have that like old design, and I'm like, who and where did it end up? But I'll never know.
Never.
Well, maybe, unless they have it and they're listening to this and they can hit you up and let you know.
Please show me a picture of where it went, because think like hundreds of them. So
yeah.
Where did they go?
Right?
Did people use them?
That's cool.
Was it a sticker they decided to save?
Man, I have a sticker of yours actually. It's on my tower.
Yeah.
Of my computer. Yeah, it's actually super sick. It's like just a mandala made of kendamas with a kendama in the middle, all black and white. I don't even remember where I got it. You might have given it to me.
Possibly.
Yeah, I don't remember.
I do that.
Just hand them out.
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes.
Especially with stickers, they could just be like business cards.
Yeah. It's also like, enjoy this.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, it's so sick.
Sweet. So you've been in the game for a really long time. You talked about your brother as well. For some of the people who don't know, Matthew, who do you call him? Matty? What was your nickname for him? Matt.
I actually call him by his full name, but he doesn't like that. So.
Oh, okay. Oh man.
Not by the middle name or anything, but like for full first name. But,
yeah. And that's really crazy that you were the one to start his dive into kendama by gifting it to him.
Yes, I know.
Nice sister.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, if he wants it, I can do it. I'm going to.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
So that's awesome. So you saw that he had this passion for it. You gifted him one, and then what? You saw him play it, and then that gave you some interest?
Yeah, I could not pinpoint like the moment or anything, but I never really watched videos or anything like that. Like back then everyone was like watching Colin Sander and stuff, but I just watched my brother do it.
Yeah.
I would say, because that's like, I don't even know how much I was really on like YouTube and stuff at that time anyway. That's like 2011.
Right.
I don't know. I feel like early, that's like kind of early still, which is weird to think about too.
Mm-hmm. Was there some like sibling rivalry? So like you saw him, you're like, man.
No way. Oh no, he was just always like surpassed. Like just like there was no catching up. There is no competition.
I think that's how most of us felt when we first saw Matt DeCoteau play kendama.
Truly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I knew I felt that way. I was like, oh, you can do that? Oh, sick.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But I love to play. I do love to play kendama with him. You know, if we're at a jam together, you're pretty much going to see us like literally next to each other like the whole time. Like we're always just like chilling together.
Yeah. True Dama fam. A lot of people throw the word fam around, but you two are like, it's real.
Actually,
it must be so awesome. And I wonder who else in the community. Do you guys know of any other siblings besides like the Gallaghers?
The Herodas. But I don't know how much they play anymore.
Yeah, right. Doesn't seem like
there's two, honestly.
Yeah, like there's probably a few. There's probably a good amount, but just like not that we were aware of.
Mm-hmm.
I guess Colin and Cheech, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Kinda. You say because are they both playing now? Kinda.
Right.
Yeah.
Loosely, like technically.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, there's a lot of like Japanese kids and stuff, but
yeah.
Oh, true.
Yeah, like Keito and Noah and
yes.
Like there's those are the first ones that come to mind.
Oh my gosh,
but,
yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man. But no, speaking of like you guys always being together though, Alissa, do you remember the first time we met in 2012 when I came down for Dama Fest in Atlanta?
Yeah, that was 2013.
It was 2013. Yeah, thank you. And we went there to go rent a car. Mm-hmm. I think the way I remember it, it's like kind of like what you just said is that like Matt was like, yo, we're going to get a car. We're going to rent a car or something. And then he was like, yeah, my sister's going to rent us a car. So you like rented us a car. And I remember we were at the thing and the guy gave us the free upgrade. So that was our whole fucking, the week, the beginning of the week started with a free upgrade. It was beautiful.
Just hyped on it the entire time.
It was so good. Did you say what kind of car was it, Haley?
Yeah. What upgrade did you get?
I don't remember. I remember ripping that thing down the highway though. It was fun. I'd never driven in America before.
Yeah, him and Rick just in the car.
Yeah, it was me, Rick, and you and Matt. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, that was good times.
They trusted the two nice Canadians to to follow.
Right? I literally never met. I just know if he trusts him, I trust him. It's fine.
Yeah. That was like the first time I'd ever been to like the southern states and heard somebody with like a real thick accent.
Who?
And the guy at the fucking car rental place, the guy had like two different colored eyes and like funky, like not like dyed hair, but like he had like a skin condition or something, had like blonde on one side and black on the other or something. I can't remember. I remember him being very eccentric looking. Not in a bad way or anything, but and then he had this thick accent. I just couldn't take my eyes off him. I was like, holy shit, it's real. Holy shit, it's real. It's like, I'm sure people think the same thing when they hear me fucking talk. It's like, holy, what a Canadian fuck. Look at that Canuck motherfucker. Like, you know, like
Canuck. What is that?
Yeah. You never heard that one, eh? It's a good one.
No.
Especially, the Newfies up there. I've like the more Canadian friends that I've had more Canadian friends since coming to Japan. that have taught me about different things in Canada. And yeah, I didn't know about Newfies, and they're like kind of like the hillbillies of Canada.
You can put it that way, I suppose. Like, I don't know about hillbillies. That's kind of a weird word to use. But like, I don't want to be mean or anything, you know, like they're not like dumb or anything and like inbred. They're just.
What about lifted trucks?
Yeah, there's probably more lifted trucks in Alberta than there is in Newfoundland.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alberta, where I'm from, is kind of like the Texas of Canada. It's oil country and all that shit. But Newfoundland, yeah, those guys talk crazy. I can't even understand them half the time. You ever seen the movie Snatch? You remember?
A long time ago, yeah.
Yeah, with Brad Pitt, and they have like, they call them the Pikeys, the like nomadic, like gypsy. Yeah, that's kind of what Newfies sound like a little bit. Right, not like that, but like it's that kind of level of like fast shit. But we're getting very off topic anyway.
Or if you watch Love Island, honestly. Love Island, like all the accents, you really need subtitles sometimes. You're like, oh, fuck, what? And they have, like,
I've never seen that.
Accents are just so crazy, but are we off topic? So just like regional accents.
Yes,
what?
Yes, yeah. It gets intense. It's pretty nutty. And everywhere, no matter what language, there's different types of intonations here and there, different words that they use for the same. It's crazy. Come on, talk about
just mouth noises. Okay.
Yeah. Toques and beanies
and buds and bomb boots. And
dude, buddies.
You are speaking different languages.
Buddies. And what else? How you guys say like expiry date instead of expiration date? I'm like
expiry date.
Yeah.
Is that a weird one? I didn't know that was a weird one.
I thought it's weird.
It is weird.
Well,
the expiry date. And I guess
the
it's
expiry
like, okay,
date.
I guess, yeah, it makes sense. But
yeah, I didn't know that was a weird one. That's funny.
New word for the nerds.
I say that shit all the fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, of course, you're from Canada. Okay. So, so Alissa, there's so many different parts I want to like talk with you about. Of course, like I don't know, should I just ask? You want to choose one? I was thinking about we could talk about Kendama Facebook community and your role in that, or unless you want to stay away from the drama, your other hobbies you got going. You know, I remember seeing clips of you juggling, you're hooping. Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, lose the hula and it's just hooping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just shorten the words, like
right.
Dama, kendama. I mean, like.
Yeah.
The less I have to say, the better.
And of course, there's so much with Kusa. You've been in there such a long time. And then of course the art as well.
Well, I'll just say FKC. I don't like that place.
Yeah. Were you a moderator at one point?
I had been twice. I came back to try and help the second time, but I didn't like how some things were handled.
Yeah. So
I just was like, I quit. And I just dipped out.
Yeah.
Basically, because I was just like, I don't really like it. It's not a helpful community. I'll stick to Instagram and, just not that big group. But I've noticed the Reddit is growing.
Yeah, that's true.
But Reddit is just clips and it's like, cool. That's all people want anyway. Facebook, for some reason, you just want to like fight,
I think
why do we just want to fight?
Yeah, it feels like maybe with the word community in there, it makes people feel like they have to say something or have to be friends. But at the same time, I don't know, because like, I forgot when it was. Before I was a late bloomer for Instagram, so I was on Facebook for a while. And I found that community, jumped on, and of course there was mostly when everyone was just like doing trades and stuff. I remember that was like the big thing, and doing like the copy your homework memes type. You remember that one?
Yes.
You can copy my homework, but change it up a little bit. Yeah, and then everyone just like killed it like to the ground.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So that was like, I remember as being like, pretty cool. Seems like almost like Instagram now, there were some, I guess, difficult times with some of the people in the whole scene, but it seemed like everyone was super nice from what I felt. Once I jumped on Instagram, I totally like just left everything Facebook. Like I don't even like, not even just the Kendama community, but like in general, just that whole app. So
one app at a time. I like that.
I mean, can you do more?
I mean, not me anyway.
Not enjoying it all.
Yeah.
Right? But I want to hear from you, Alissa. Like, what are some things that you saw as like, what made you kind of want to step down and made you feel like this isn't such a good thing?
It was just like when people ask for help, like there's always someone who like has to like troll, and then there's always someone who wants to talk about how the moderator should do their job. It's like, okay, well, how, like we can't please every single person here.
Yeah, true.
Every choice is going to lead to something.
Yeah.
And the moderators also are not checking Facebook a million times a day. So like if a post gets left up, like it's amazing how like downhill they can go. Like that's the part I don't like, is like, wow, why does it just go like here for no reason, just like so quickly?
Right.
And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Even Instagram comments can do it sometimes, but like that's just like what I kept seeing more of. And also most tricks and stuff, I'm just gonna see on Instagram. So like I follow the people I want to follow, you know what I mean? Like
yes, instead of having to accept a friend's request. Yeah, that was always a weird thing. That, yeah.
I don't like. So I used to have like, I feel like a lot of kendama friends on Facebook. Kendama friends, like people like maybe I had literally like never met, right? Like just, oh, you play kendama? Like, you know, this person I know that plays kendama? Like, yes, everyone. Not anymore. No. I'm just like,
I had a rule where I would only accept friend requests of people I've met in person. Like that was the thing until I started playing kendama and I met a few people who came to Japan, and then it kind of brought it out. But it's a weird thing. I think with SNS, everything is just text based. So everything can get taken out of content, what the person is trying to really say, especially sarcasm in the US, because in Japan there's like zero sarcasm, so all my jokes do not work and they can't translate anything. So, all right. So of course, just like in text, like it's not going to work. So it can go sour so quick, like you said, and how it's always on 24/7. But you know, these moderators, everyone is not, so it can get out of hand really quickly. So it's like, I see, and I'm sure a lot of people who are also on the Facebook kendama community can notice and see those bad things that have occurred from, I guess, you know, just letting the dogs wild, letting them loose.
Yes.
That's what it seems like, right?
Right.
I also just can't imagine like being put in that position. I don't know if I would ever accept being a moderator, because it's just like the whole idea of just like censoring what people are saying. You know, obviously there's things that don't need to be said, and like people are kind of saying things in the wrong place, or, you know, whatever. But like, I don't know, people's voices also deserve to be heard. So it's like hard to just pick and choose, I feel like, right?
Right. It's just like, where do you draw the line? And
exactly.
If we can't have a civil conversation, then like we have to shut it down.
Yeah.
And then people are mad because it's shut down, like, or like because it's up at all, even though like maybe the conversation was productive in some ways, or right. So it's just like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, it's fair.
Yeah. Like, I used to be on Facebook more, and I would go on FKC, and it was definitely like you were talking about, like a selling page or like a meme page. But somehow there was like a point where it just turned and it became just so toxic. And I don't know when that was, or what initiated that, but like, I don't know. I haven't looked on that page in, probably a couple years. Like I just don't.
Yeah.
It's like such a terrible representation of the kendama community as a whole.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm glad that I feel like most people are moving away from Facebook and do use Instagram more. So it's like, cool, just let it, whatever. Yeah. And if you don't want to join it, and if you do join it and you see it, just leave it if you don't like it. And, you know, your life is no different.
It's so
better, really.
Yeah. I'm always still just so in awe of how much people don't care, how abrasive and how much of an asshole people can be online. Like it's so, it just blows my mind to think about like someone who writes some shit. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Like, really? Like, that is so rude. Like, who the fuck are your parents? Like, do you not learn anything to be
I only
like a
talk
civil?
shit to my congressman.
Yeah.
Fuck you very loud enough.
Yeah.
I don't like you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, politics is that's another beast. But in this case, it's sad because I believe the majority of the people in the community and all in the Facebook kendama community are good people.
Yeah.
But it's always those sour apples that leave that bad taste in your mouth. So that's how a lot of people just decide, okay, I'm going to either like just not be a part of the community anymore, or just not use the app anymore, like us. It's fucking weird, but it sucks.
It's kind of like a part of, like, it's interesting to see, like, watching it grow from the beginning when it's smaller group, like we're talking about. And it's like, everybody's like, yo, what's up? Kendama homies, friend request. Like,
right.
Dama, yada, yada. And then as it grows and there's more people that get involved, there's more of humanity coming into that, right? And more of like humanity's overgrowing like issues like that are coming into that with all of those people. And, and that's just a part of people. Yeah. And I mean, it's not that it was always there from the beginning. It's just more apparent, I think, because there's more of all sides kind of coming into it kind of thing. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Do you know how many people are on that page now?
I have no idea, actually. Do you?
12K or more.
That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
Also, I don't like the toxic positivity that also goes on in there. When people are like, Dama love, like, like stuff like that. I'm like, but you like literally just talk shit about other people probably, or like, I don't know. Or just like, people also should be able to express negative feelings without automatically being like, oh, bro, just play kendama. Like, it's okay. Don't worry about that. It's kendama. It's like, but like, I don't know. Like, there's still human decency in ways. So it's not all about kendama. Like, I mean, who we are as people matters. Kendama is just a toy that brings us all together.
Yeah. 100%.
Fine line there.
Right. But like, don't be fake about, like we can be negative at times. That's just part of being human.
Totally.
Yeah. So how long were you a moderator for? Just like years or just like months?
This last time it was just months, and then before I don't even remember. Yeah. Because it was like years ago. I honestly wasn't even really that active.
Right. I mean, it's tough. Like, you're pretty much taking on the police role, and no one wants to be a police officer nowadays. I could see how it's just going sour, and how this was just a digital version of like kind of what's been happening in real life. It all started out with just a group of your homies hanging out in like 4 people, like learn about kendama, and you're all jazzed on it and hanging out doing events, or like just weekly jams and stuff. And then it grows and grows, and everyone's like, so cool, positive, let's be Insta friends. But then once it got mainstream, it's not full mainstream, but from our perspective of the OG being so big, that's when the toxic people find their way in, or this kind of like a mindset. We all agree, like, yeah, kendama is a positive thing, and that's why we're all together. And goes back to, I've said before in past episodes, where it's like, it feels like it's a loner kind of vehicle for communication. Like if someone got into skateboarding, skating, or like for me, like extreme music, that's another outlet where it's like you're an outsider and you find this niche and you're like, sweet, cool. I don't know if it's like that with the anime now, but I kind of felt like that back when I was growing up. Since it was like really like low key, no one really knew about it, only the real nerds. So we're super protective, I think. Would you agree?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah. Don't taint my precious toy.
My toy. Yeah. It's like when you find that super sick indies band and you actually don't want to tell your friends about it because you want it for yourself, Or when they go mainstream, you're like, fuck, man, that's gonna suck going to the show.
I like kendama before it was cool.
Yeah. Your shirt.
That would be good. Oh,
people still look at the kendama and they're like, that shit is so whack. Like, I do not want to play that stupid. Like, there are still people that you're out in public and people are like, you're literally playing with a toy. It's like, and
yeah. It's cool. I think cigarettes are super whack, but people still do it.
Disgusting.
Dude, yeah. Well, my response to most people like that is it's like, well, what are you doing right now? You're probably looking at your phone. You're scrolling some stupid shit. Like, you know what I'm doing? Catching this fucking ball in a cup.
Yeah.
Get into it.
I'll be jealous.
Yeah, if you don't like it,
just jealous.
Scroll past, motherfucker.
Scroll past. Scroll past.
Scroll past me with that bad attitude, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
That can just be your moderating response on all FKC posts.
Just keep scrolling. Like
Scroll past.
Yeah. Just it's like insert an asterisk and like from there scroll on until like you can put another one just like quick.
Yeah. So another thing with Facebook and then you, Alissa, how we kind of met or got to know each other a little bit was you created that artist page for kendamas. Yeah. And I remember like, oh, this sounds like a cool thing, but it kind of went nowhere.
Yeah, literally. Like I posted in there, but just that was it.
Yeah. I think like having a a kind of like point of connection or why people are there. Of course, that one, was art, but I think different pages can be focused on like a kind of like learning. I think what was it like the Discord? How there's the different tabs of, and I'm so new to that shit. Like I didn't have a Discord, nothing until someone invited me to the kendama one. And then I was like learning all this shit. So all like the hashtags or the themes that you can jump into that, and it's so focused. So it gets rid of the clutter of bullshit happening. I'm sure it still does happen, but I feel like
I was going to say
that's something that's lacking within Facebook. Like have sections of within that group,
right? In FKC kind of thing.
Yeah. It's focused on like just beginners, like tips, like tricks for stuff, and fucking blowing off steam area. I don't know.
Down Spike tried.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
that's very true.
I barely use it.
Yeah, I think that's the story for most people.
I just personally try not to use my phone as much as possible. I mean, I do more than I want to,
right?
But then it's like, well, I could look at Downspike right now, or I could just go play kendama. That's usually what I think about it. Or maybe video games or skateboard or whatever the fuck. But, something real.
Yeah. It's the active attitude versus just the kind of passive intaking things, entertainment.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I like the phone and shit. It has its jobs.
How else are you supposed to stack your clips?
Yeah, like we wouldn't be talking without it, right? Like, yeah.
I'm on the computer, so.
Yeah, well, I'm on a computer as well, but.
So what do you mean?
I mean, it's the same fucking shit. It's just a bigger screen, whatever.
Yeah.
Phones are computers.
Yep. True.
One thing I heard recently that I really thought about and has made me kind of question my life is create more content than you consume. And I feel like sometimes I sit there and I'm like scrolling. I'm like, what's the point of this? I could be like, either like you said, filming a trick or like, oh man.
Yeah, it's the death scroll of any SNS. That's what it is. Like, because seriously, like so many fucking times, I'll be like editing. I'm like, oh, I just want to like check this reference, or like, oh, what's their Instagram handle? And I'll go on Instagram. And literally within like 5 fucking seconds, we'll totally forget about what I'm wanting to go there for. Dude. And then death scrolling like for 20 minutes until the point where I finally put the phone down and I go back to the computer and I was like, oh wait, like that's what I was there for. I don't have to pick it back up. It is such a drug.
It is. It's by design, dude. Shit's crazy.
Yeah, it's not an accident, that's for sure.
No. So yes, Haley, but that is a good one. Do you remember where you heard that? Create more content than you consume?
No, I've just been watching like inspirational YouTube videos here and there when I wake up in the morning. Couldn't tell you who it was or like where it came from, but I heard that and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna change some things.
Yeah, nice. I like that.
There's definitely a good amount that I listen to and I try to keep the motivation going Because seriously, when you're out of school, for all the young ones listening, and you don't have this normal routine, and you're like really on your own, like shit gets real, and you're like, fuck. Like, now what do I do? It's like, yeah, I can finally do anything. But it's like, oh, now what do I do? I'm just going, it's so dangerous now. Now I got a phone, this fucking thing, death scroll, back to the fucking death scroll.
The death scroll. I like that you call it the death scroll.
Yeah.
It's so accurate though.
Think of like TikTok. Oh man.
I don't have that app and I won't get.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. I gotta call Skaggs for that one. I think he's
yeah.
Like Instagram made reels. So if you watch reels, you're basically on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair enough.
That is true.
But yeah, it's just like content. Also, it's just like, but it is kind of fun to see how, like what cool things people can do, you know?
It's true.
Yeah.
But then you're like, I could do cool things.
Yeah.
I need to do something.
Yeah.
I feel like it's absolutely worth looking at from time to time, you know, because it's kind of like Haley, you're talking about watching inspirational videos in the morning and shit. Like inspiration come from a lot of places, right? Like if you follow somebody you find inspirational on Instagram, maybe you do that for a bit, but when it becomes the death scroll is when it gets real fucking dangerous.
Yeah, because you don't even know you're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
It's a vortex.
Yeah.
And it's too late. You dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so shitty. Oh god. Okay. Sorry, we went on a death talk right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully everyone's still enjoying. So let's move over to Kusa. Connections with Kusa. You've been in it for you said 7 years.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, what does your business card say? You have a business card, right?
Well, first of all, my business card is outdated right now. And it would say wholesale account manager. That's what I put on my email signature, but that's not the only thing I do. Yeah. I do customer service. I do fulfillment. You
used to do a lot more like travel and hotel booking and
all that kind of stuff. Event, like I used to help with like, we still, you know, when we send prizes out or help host whatever and like that kind of stuff. Yeah. So just like event support.
Basically everything.
I was about to say, yeah. I mean, it's still, I think to all the people who are buying kendamas, it seems like a very, very big company, but in reality, it's, I'm guessing what, like 30, maybe less people?
Oh, it's less.
Yeah, right.
It's so much less. Yeah.
That's like including the whole
even with the team, there is not that many. We're like, it's so interesting to think how people have like this perception that we're much bigger than we are. It's literally like a handful of people,
right? And
with like COVID and stuff too, it's just like if you buy a kendama, I've pretty much packed your kendama in the last like however many years.
Oh, yeah.
If you see AD on your slip, that's me. So
I saw a little Kenyatta posted a story today, and he got a package from you, Alissa, and he's like, I can't show you anything that's in here except for this guy though. Pulls out the one, and then he had
Dama.
The Georgia Dama, and then he had like a bunch of little wooden discs. I'm assuming to do some burning on.
Yeah, I just want to see what he can do with them.
Hell yeah,
basically. I just like know he likes wood burning, and I was like, you can make magnets or something. He's like, I make magnets with them. Yeah.
And so since it's a small company or whatever, you know, the manpower, the people in the office, it's pretty tight knit. Do you have any like favorite memories so far? Like, I don't know, you and like Chewbacca, like messing around, playing pranks on each other
well, first of all, I always roast Ryan anytime I can. And we have such a great time, Ryan, if you're listening. I love you. Ryan is like honestly one of my close friends.
Nice.
And
that's a good dude.
Yeah. I feel like we are just very close knit at work. So I love that. One of my honestly favorite memories is like there was this guy who used to work there with us named Holland, and he would just ride around on his scooter. Like just think like a Razor scooter, and just like like when we used to take a lot of like 15-minute breaks. Like every break we were all like, let's go play kendama outside. Like it was great. Like
right.
And Holland would just like they scooting around and like trying to do jumps and like stuff like that, and just being like very goofy on the scooter. And it was just, those were really funny days. And like we had a skateboard at times too that they would mess around with, just like, you know, just when you're outside playing kendama and just goofing off with your friends.
Yeah. Do you have the one skateboard that's shaped like a kendama that looks like super difficult to ride?
No. Is that a
Haley,
thing?
do you have one?
It is a thing.
From Kit Corporation.
I don't own it. I think Dave actually had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing was crazy.
Yeah, we got those we got them for a gift show because TJ and I went out to Tokyo Gift Show in 2014.
Yeah.
And then Kit Corporation had made just like the Kusa logo boards, which was my first skateboard. And then he made a few that were kendama shaped for the booth. But then Dave was like, yo, I want that, because he came out for Catch and Flow. And I think he's the one who had it. And Jake maybe had one too, possibly. But it was pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Looking.
Yeah, it was strange.
Looks super unstable and dangerous to skate on.
Yeah.
Not wrong.
Instagram with it. It's like a picture of TJ and Dave and I, and one of them was holding the skateboard. So
yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
All right. Well, too bad you don't have that in the Kusa warehouse.
That would be perfect.
Yeah. No.
Right.
I didn't even know.
You get Holland back over. Tell him to pull around on the scooter.
Oh my gosh, just whipping it. I think just like, honestly, just like a jump, just like just random jumps. When you're going straight in a line, you just like jump in the air. It just looks so funny. On a scooter. I don't know why. Yeah. Just a little hop. Goofy. Yeah. Because like the scooter comes with you. You're just holding on to it. Like,
oh yeah.
Gets me.
It's almost like you're not doing the jumping, the scooter is.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, right? The truly skilled.
Scooters are pretty fun though. I don't know about in the skate park. They're pretty fucking dangerous. I've gotten real hurt skating around on scooters, trying to do a mani on a mani pad and like flip out backwards, crank my head off the curb.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
No shit way. Like that.
But we travel in packs too. Yeah. Whenever and scooter kids that come all at the same
moment. You don't want to get beat up.
Yeah, you don't. You can't be.
I guess no. Yeah, that's true. That's their self-defense. Traveling packs.
Yeah.
Why do you think they all practice those crazy whip tricks above their head, man? Just like self-defense moves
above their head.
I'm just kidding.
It'd be so painful.
Man, actually, Coda has a scooter, like a legit ass one, and yeah, well, he can do some tricks for sure. Yeah. I always rip around on it when I was living in Matsumoto. It was fun because people in Japan don't like skateboarding, but if you're on a scooter for whatever reason, it's fine.
Yeah.
I got
rip so many are okay. So many kids do rip sticks. Yeah,
these things are fucking dangerous.
Yeah. They're so lame. But it's funny because I always like try to like talk with the kids, and I'm like, yo, just in my brain, my stupid brain, like just messing with the L's and the R's and like, yo, is that a lipstick or a ripstick, my dude?
Oh, that's pretty funny.
But Kusa. So you've been in there for a real long time, learning about everything. You know everyone. Tight knit family. Can we get tough? Can we get tough on the nerds?
I'll give you the best answers I can.
Best answers, right? I mean, we have two Kusa heads right here.
It's true.
So to answer everyone's worries of Kusa, how is Kusa doing? Because people are being like, oh man, everyone's leaving. Kusa's dying. What's going to happen now?
Look, a plant can't grow without cutting some dead ends.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So.
Well put.
That's all I got. Well, like, we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Just be patient. For a toy that teaches patience, everyone in the community be real impatient.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
my God.
Does it teach patience, or y'all just like, is that just your like line? You know what I mean?
Oh shit.
I like that response a lot. Yeah.
That's good. There should be a new Dama from Kusa coming out. The patience. DT's got the canvas.
Seriously.
The patience.
Like, there's just been holdups that are out of our control. And, I think that's part of the reason too. So it's just interesting to see like the perspective that everyone has on it. Yeah. When they don't know anything going on the inside.
Right.
So.
And I know that
shut your mouth. I'm just kidding.
To be straight, yeah, real. Shut your mouth. Patience.
You don't know what you're talking about. And if you do, it's like you don't.
Yeah. It's still like hearsay if you're not within your company. If you really don't know.
Or even if your friend tells you and they have a reliable source, like you really don't know. Like
so it's thriving, strong, still going, not going anywhere, everyone. Kusa's here. And we'll
2021's looking great.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
that's another thing is like, I think the perspective is so skewed because it's like we're in such a small part, but it's like there's literally a whole world of people that don't even know what kendama is yet. Mm-hmm. Like they haven't tried every kendama. Like there's just so many people.
Totally.
We don't even know what we are yet. So that's like just the goal we're all working towards, I think. It's like, because we all know kendama can change the world. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It can. True. If people actually, I don't know, chase the hype about kendama. And it's like, do you play kendama to play kendama, or do you play kendama to like get sponsored or like noticed by someone? It's just
a hobby over the summer break or some shit.
Right. I love how like it's really spiked because of like quarantine. I think that's really cool. That's it. Like the perfect use for kendama almost.
Yeah.
You guys should start selling like kendama carpets. Someone should get on that. Kendama.
Right?
Yeah. I mean, of course, like, if you're
yoga mats.
A veteran in it, to grab like some of those mats or something, those puzzle mats that you get put on the floor.
I got a bunch of those right here.
What if it made a kendama shape? You put it on a kendama shaped foam mat that is like a puzzle piece. If I see this anywhere, I will come for you. This is my intellectual property.
Yeah, what if it was a bunch of them, but they were all fit into pieces of your mandala?
That's what I was saying. That's what I was going to say.
Oh.
Dude, there you go.
That would be crazy.
We can edit this part out. You can keep this.
And anyone, we know where you took it from.
Yeah, everyone knows. It's on record.
This private conversation.
You got 4 nerds going to be knocking on your door.
Oh man, that had me thinking. Yeah. So I know, like,
that's so funny. Sorry, go ahead. I was laughing because Coda's calling me right now.
Oh, wow.
We were just talking about.
Pick it up. What is he gonna say?
Should I pick it up?
Yeah, yes, pick it up.
Okay. Oh,
special guest all the way from Japan.
Hello.
What's up, Coda? I'm in the middle of recording a Dama Nerds, and they insisted that I picked it up so you could be in. So what's up?
You shouldn't have told them.
I was trying to ask you can help me.
Yeah.
Kind of to name a couple KFC tricks in English, like.
Sure. Yeah, let's give her a shot. Lay it on me.
No, like a couple, like we have a lot, so like I was thinking about like doing like a Zoom call and like showing you in the video and stuff. Like,
okay, work. Well, so, do you want to do that tomorrow? Time tomorrow?
Sure.
Does that work?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, word. Well, then let's do that.
Okay, cool.
Sorry
about
it's all good, buddy.
Yeah.
Sorry to throw you on the spot, but
yeah.
All right, much love. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, talk to you tomorrow. Thanks.
Peace.
Bye.
Should have asked him if he had any more new scooter tricks he's been working on.
Oh, I should have missed opportunity. Oh, that's funny.
Well, there you go, everyone. Now we know the background. Rod is naming. You're going to get insight on what the tricks are too.
Wow.
Maybe.
Hey.
You better make them good. They better be cool.
Yeah.
Better not be some whack ass name.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm just going to give them all like cool names, like anime names or some shit.
Ooh.
We'll use the ones from like Boku no Hero Academy. Like this trick is called All Might.
Perfect.
And you need to say it as you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But anyways, sorry to interject.
Hey, whatever. That's Coda. It's still a kendama right there. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah. It's just funny. We were just talking about him, and then poof, there he is.
Poof. All right. Listen, let's weave our way over to your art. Now, this is something I've seen you've been doing for a while, especially the mandalas.
Mandalas, yeah.
So what made you gravitate towards that style of art? Because there's so much, if anyone thinks about art when you went to classes in elementary school and you're making like mom's day gift, making like your shitty ass mug to give mom, or like a crappy ass necktie letter to give to dad for Father's Day. But you're like, this circular pattern with all the intricate patterns around it, that's pretty sweet. I want to focus on that.
I liked art already. Like when I was a kid, I liked art. And then in high school, I took like art classes. Most people take art classes in high school. And then after high school, I kind of like got more into it. And then I would say maybe like 2012 or so is like when I like found out about like sacred geometry. That was when I had first started watching spirit science videos when they like first really came out on YouTube. I don't even remember how I got into it,
Explain this to me. I'm new. Spirit science videos?
Yeah, they're just like these videos on YouTube of these simple animation. And this guy just talks about the correlations like between science and spirit. Like sacred geometry, like that's how, your cells like divide, basically, stuff like that, like patterns in nature. Just going into stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. There's a lot of them. He like does a whole variety of topics like that, like kind of on the metaphysical kind of plane.
Okay.
But, so it was around then,
And what you saw one?
I went in the woods a couple times, had a good time,
You went
stuff.
into the woods?
Yeah. Yeah, I went on a few trips outside with my friends.
Like a hike?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
really awesome hikes.
Buddies.
Is that what gave you the inspiration? Like maybe you found like a cut piece of wood? You're like, hey,
no,
putting a pattern there?
No, it was more like in leaves and stuff like that.
Mm.
And I can't tell if you guys are on the same page.
Yeah, I can't either. Actually, I was thinking the same thing.
Why? What are you guys talking about?
So,
I mean, was there like quaaludes involved or something?
What's a quaalude?
I don't think anybody in here is old enough to have taken a quaalude.
Oh, shit.
What is a quaalude?
I still don't know what it is.
It's like peyote.
It's like an old drug, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've never taken that.
Oh, okay. Because, there's a lot of different geometrical shapes you see when you're tripping and shit. So,
there are.
I mean, it's taking a lot of time for you to make this art because it's really difficult to create one pattern over and over and over again. Luckily, technology has helped everyone be able to like bend that curve to make everything easier.
Yeah.
What kept you going? Because for me, I do illustrations as well. And like, I see some of the stuff you do. I'm like, man, that's just so taxing to do. Like, all right, I did that pattern. You got to like balance it out. Like for me, I would be like, oh, fuck, I messed up this circle here. It's not as big as that one over there. Done. Reset.
That definitely happens. But I just like when it happens, it's like there's always like small mistakes, but just far away, it looks like perfect. But it's just, you just got to go with it. I mean, especially with like wood burning. I mean, some people like sand it down. I'm too lazy. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to sand down my mistake. I'm just I'm just working it in somehow, but I don't make a lot of mistakes. So,
oh, hey.
That I did the other day when I was wood burning, but usually I don't.
These things happen.
Right. But I don't know. I just like find them really like meditative when I'm drawing them. I could just like zone out and just like start with the same basic shape and just it's fun to like take the same design every time and just like make it into something new.
That's cool. I was thinking that actually. Have you ever heard of a yantra?
I have heard that word, but I don't know what it means.
It's like, a mantra is like something you say to yourself over and over and over as a meditation kind of thing. Mm-hmm. A yantra is the same thing, but it's like a drawing. So there's specific shapes and symbols in like Hinduism and like yoga, whatever, and stuff like that. So but that's all it is. It's just like a specific shape that you draw and like kind of meditate on it as you draw it. It's like basically what you're describing.
Right.
I use a lot of the same shapes too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all based on the same thing, like sacred geometry and stuff like what you were talking about.
Yeah, I love sacred geometry. It's just so cool to learn about.
It is.
And I don't even feel like I know that much. Yeah.
But literally everywhere.
I have a special thing for pine cones. They're just fascinating. Just how they
pine cones.
Grow and like what? And open and plants.
I had a few really big pine cones that I found tree planting, like almost the size of a football, and I kept them on the dash of my minivan for a while.
Size of a football?
Not a real football, like a little football, but yeah, pretty big ones.
Like a Nerf football? Like
yeah, like I don't know, like as long as my head, maybe.
Okay.
And that's like huge. I don't know, like
a normal football, I think.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I guess it shows how long it's been since I've played football.
Oh man, hilarious tidbit of information. So in Japan, pine cone is matsubokuri, and that can be used as slang to mean a bulge in a guy's crotch.
Oh, nice. Packing a pine cone, are you? I like
not
that.
Not a banana, pine cones.
I like that a lot. I'm gonna try to remember that one.
So I was giggling over here at Alissa when you're like, I like pine cones.
Jeez.
But there's a lot of art that's very good. I definitely enjoy your illustrations that you do. Definitely, and then going into the burning now. Let's talk about Jake Weens contacting you.
Yes.
And approaching you with this concept of the Canvas project. How was that?
Well, he hit me up, and I don't tell Jake Weens no, so I said yes. The moment he pitched the project to me, I was like, that's really cool. I'm definitely down for it. And that was it. That literally got sent the Dama, and I just wanted to I hadn't really wood burned a Dama in a minute. Like I've been doing a lot of burning, but on more flat surfaces. So it felt good to like pop off on the Dama a little bit. Yeah. And just really go for it as just because the way when we were talking about the project too, just how it was called Canvas, it's just we just do whatever we want on it. Like it just is an opportunity. And I just enjoyed it. And then the day of the art show, did you guys go?
No,
I have a funny story about it. So I saw the flyer and I wasn't busy and I was like, okay, 8 p.m. sounds good. So I was doing stuff all day. It's 7:30 my time, right? Not realizing that the time zone was hours ahead of me. Mm-hmm. So the whole time I'm preparing for it, I'm making a drink, blah, blah, blah. Getting ready, it's over by the time I go to the link. Because I'm on those time and it's on Jake's Chicago time. And I was so excited for it all day, and then I just completely missed it.
Hey, well, I mean, yeah,
that sucks.
It was 100% my bad.
Missing it totally sucks. Me, I was actually a day ahead. I was contacting Rod just the other day, getting ready for this recording. Scrambling in my house. I'm like, I gotta be ready on the dot. And I'm like, yo, Rod, what's this, that? And then just sending him the link to the Zoom. And he's like, dude, are you getting ready for the recording with Alissa? I was like, yeah, I haven't gotten any messages from them yet. I wonder if everything's okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm like, it's still the 13th over here, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely that shit happens. Watch out where your time zones are. But so we did not we were not a part of the Canvas art show, this very, very cool idea that he had. So it's sad that we couldn't be a part of it, right?
I mean, we gave Jake Weens the Damanerds Zoom for it. That was why we had to do the thing, because I had to change the password for Jake into a fun password, and then MJ didn't know the password, so he's like, "Yeah, sorry, I'm late. Like, what's the password?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I forgot to change that." And I was like, "Sorry, late for what? What the fuck?"
yeah.
Well, I missed it also, and I was supposed to be there.
You missed it, and you were supposed to be there. You were the artist.
Yeah. Well, I went to the Georgia Jam that day because we had released that Peach Dama.
Yes.
And I was just having a great time with my friends and day drinking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things happen.
And then the day drinking gave me a headache, and the headache made me take a nap. That lasted too long. And I thought I set an alarm, but I guess it didn't go off, or it went off and didn't wake me up, and I missed it, and I felt really bad. But Jake wasn't mad, I don't think. Jake, I'm sorry. Again, I feel so bad. I'm also bummed that I missed it because I didn't get to hang out with everyone.
Right.
And I'm trying not to linger on it. So thanks for bringing it up.
It's past.
We'll get it next year.
Or I've asked, who knows when they'll do it again. Maybe before that. They could do other artists too. I felt very special to be asked, of course.
Hey, you should just do
fun.
On your own, like on your Twitch or something, just do a description of it on your own.
Yeah. Apparently Jake had to introduce my art and was describing it as best he could. Right. But there's no recording of it, so I didn't get, I have no idea.
I mean, that might be a good thing,
Yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to see someone else gas me up when I'm not there,
Ooh,
I would actually like to witness it.
Yeah.
Like when you don't, you are not there, they do not.
Wait, did he not record it? I thought he did record it.
Did he?
I thought so, because funny actually, because I was talking to Tio, and Tio was like, "Yo, you should tell Jake to record the art show," because we were talking about it, and I was like, "Oh shit, yeah, I should do that." So I hit up Jake. I was like, "Yo, Tio just said, man, you should fucking record the art show," and he said, "Fuck Tio." Just kidding, I'll record it. Yeah, that's a good idea, or something like that. It was funny.
So there you go. It might be somewhere. Yeah, we won't know about it.
He's probably gonna cut something. Who knows? Yeah, I hope so.
So let's talk about that Dama that you did. You did a nice mandala right on the top. You had a little, from what I could see from the pictures, there was a little icon, little motif on the bottom of the base cup.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I did on it. I don't really like to personally burn on the Ken, because also I just never know what to do or what I want to pick. And I just like burning on the Tama better. But
so is that exactly what you wanted?
It would be cool.
Because I remember hearing from Ancient Burner that he said it wasn't exactly what he wanted, but time constraints, he couldn't finish. So he went with maybe a different design.
Mine was pretty much, it's actually different than what I had planned. But no, I'm pretty happy with it. I maybe would have added some shading or something to it, but I guess time constraints actually. Just I just couldn't decide, and then a design changed, and it's you're just hoping you don't fuck up near the end. It was just hopefully I don't fuck up, because then I definitely won't have one, for the show.
Yeah. That's definitely the bane of all creators, no matter what kind of thing you're doing. But with the artists, you always never feel finished. So you could always keep on going, but it's just that deadline that really forces you to finish, even though as the creator, you look at it again, you're like, it's not finished, but okay.
Right. I could do something else to this every time.
Right.
Yeah.
But still, it's really great. It's a cool project. I wonder how much they're all going to go for. It's really another interesting thing that Jake did. It's going at auctions, all of them.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
I know. I'm excited to see.
Jake is crazy. He's a fucking madman. He's making GT auction websites now. He could. He's art show, from art show to auction site.
A live auction would be so fun.
Amazing.
And I just picture everyone having like a little
Dude, the
like,
little sign. I was just gonna say, yeah, that would be so
That'd
good.
be so funny.
Dude,
yeah.
I think
And-
Sweets' dad did like he was an auctioneer somewhere, I think.
Oh my god!
Really?
Yeah,
I was
Everyone
just
have,
gonna
like,
say
like
yeah.
that.
I was just gonna say, who are we gonna get to do the auctioneer thing? If Sweets' dad is actually, I think I met Sweets' dad. He didn't do an auctioneer voice then, but maybe he could.
We need to get in the zone for that.
I mean, yeah, we were at a bar, so it's understandable.
Yeah.
Okay. So is there any more in near future? Any more designs on kendamas that you're going to be doing? You're thinking of? Are you going to stick with wood burning on? Like, I know you did tabletops. I think you did something like a skateboard.
I've done
Coasters,
skateboards.
yeah.
I've done fingerboards, coasters. I just got a Lazy Susan that I'm gonna try and burn.
Ooh,
But I have some,
That's cool.
just some kendamas and like a box of wood to burn. And but yeah, I have some other kendama related stuff happening this year. So that'll be really cool.
yeah. That can definitely take like a lot of time, energy from your hands. You know, it seems really difficult. I remember talking with Kenyatta about it and him saying now, especially with his style of putting those divots.
His are crazy. I'm just like, I don't know what burner he's using or how hard he's having to push in to like get those deep dots. But I just want to touch it.
Yeah, right.
Like I want to touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever burner it is, it looks like it gets real hot.
Yeah, I know.
Like
I wonder about
prod.
It's
I wonder if he uses a torch on part of it too. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
I haven't asked him though. But yeah, his turned out really great.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's. They were so awesome.
The photos too were amazing. Shout out Jordan.
Are nuts.
Yeah.
Those are like, seriously, fucking ridiculous quality.
Mm-hmm.
So to touch upon, let's take a path over to the art. Of course, we're talking about art right now. And I'm sure there's a lot of kendama people you see, a lot of artists within the community. Is there anyone that sticks out to you, or maybe like not sticks out, but maybe like a favorite of yours personally that you can recall right now?
Yeah, I love G-Jan.
Yeah.
G-Jan, everything she makes is fucking amazing. Also, like I love Masako. Like I love her stuff. And I love Ancient Burner. Mm-hmm. That like ever just since he popped on, just so happy to have him. And then Derek, Forest Fire Customs.
Oh yes.
Everything he just makes is so fucking clean.
Yeah.
And
from
honestly,
the beginning, I was so surprised. It didn't seem like he even had a time where he was getting used to the tools and the art. Like right away, the lines were so crispy.
All the wood burners really, because there's really not too many. It seems like it's cool. It's cool to have them. And I'm trying to I've sent a few kendamas out to like people who would burn, like not on kendamas, but like they do wood burning. So I'm excited to just like see what they make, on a kendama since they're used to working on like a flat surface. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for those. Just to see what people make.
I should give them like some hints of technique because I'm assuming that if you're used to burning something flat and now you're going to do something that's round, you're going to be burning your hand a lot.
I don't even have a technique. I guess my technique is I have a washi tape roll. Oh, how could I forget monkey glands? I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, like, wow. Yeah. Because this is based off of his trick that he told me he uses a key ring to hold the tama. But I don't have a key ring that's the right size. Like, you just place it in there and it kind of just holds it from spinning, like, while you're doing stuff.
That's sick.
But I use a washi tape roll because it, like, does hold it up. But it holds it up like maybe like half an inch off of the desk, but it works for me. But definitely, it's just kind of like you have to hold it though. I mean,
right.
And Ancient Burner uses like a rubber mat.
His setup, that's when I saw that, I was like, whoa, I don't know what that is, but that's perfect.
It's like
some rubbery.
It's like kind of workplace flooring. Like when I used to work at a movie theater, like that's what we had on the floors. It's like anti-slip, like basically material, which is smart.
Right. And he's got gloves. Very
Yeah, he works with a really hot tool.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure his gets way hotter than mine. So I don't feel the need for a glove and all that. I ain't no bitch. I'm just kidding. He's not a bitch.
Oh God. Oh shit.
Man, yeah, I have a question for you, Alyssa, since we're talking about other wood burners and shit. What was the first wood burn kendama you ever saw?
I have no idea.
No?
I could not even tell you. No.
The earliest one I can think of, I think, is the really, really early sweets shit. There was the one the natty that had the star constellations all over it. It was like the first drop of sweets. It was, I don't know if those were like hand done or some shit. I think they were.
Yeah.
I remember not buying one, and I still regret it. Those things were sick.
No, I have no idea. Oh, but Kristen does a great job too. Sorry, I'm not thinking of all these people. I'm like, can I shout out every wood burner I know? Gordon Spear, Ramos Thomas. Okay, sorry.
Ramos Thomas. He makes some stuff for like AGKO events.
Yeah. He just posted something earlier today. I think he did on a deck, maybe, but so clean. He just has such a nice like. He crushes the like traditional tattoo style in like wood burnings.
Hell yeah. It's cool to see
talented.
Like it to even take this long to name all the wood burning artists in the kendama scene. It's like pretty cool.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I like wood burning too. Just something about it. It's like, it feels good. It requires even more patience.
Yeah. So something that I've kind of learned about different woods, like working with them, like when I turn shit on a lathe, it's like you get like a smell from different woods working with them. And some are like more pleasant and less pleasant and whatever, more toxic, less toxic. Which ones do you find are good to work with versus bad with?
In general, I don't like the smell of red elm.
That's fair. And
I like the smell of keyaki. You know, some people don't, but I'm like, it smells good.
I love it
and
as well.
You could say it smells like cat piss, but I have a cat and it does not. Okay.
Wouldn't that be nice?
Right. Like, but red elm, it's absolute dog shit. I don't know what it is. I do not like the smell. But
it's a crazy wood.
Yeah,
I'd imagine it'd be hard to burn on as well because it's very porous and like the grain's really like enlarged.
Same with ash. Like I don't like to work with ash really. Hickory, I probably would stray away from. Birch and maple are definitely like the top two. I think I like maple better too, just because like even though birch is soft, the grain is very like tight. And like there are just still a lot of like lines in it. So
yeah, totally. Maple's definitely more uniform in like color and just like as a canvas for damn sure.
Exactly. So and I just recently bought myself a random orbital sander. So I can now sand down my pieces.
Nice.
So I sanded down the Lazy Susan I bought and it started smelling weird. And I thought it was my sander. And I was like, this is new. Like, is it okay? But no, it was just, I think, the clear on top.
I was going to ask, if it was finished.
Yeah, because then I started hand sanding it and it still smelled. And I was like, okay, I should not stand over this.
Yeah. Don't breathe this.
So, yeah, like the moment I smelled it, I just stopped. I was like, I'm just going to not do that.
Yeah.
But I've burned on pine also. And it smells really good. But there's so much sap.
Cedar would be cool, but cedar also like fluctuates crazy with color and like grain.
Yeah, and it would smell so good though.
Oh yeah.
I've burned on black walnut too, but
what about purple heart?
I've never burned on purple heart.
I've only done a little bit of burning, like just the first like I don't even know how many kendamas I made, maybe the first 100 or so, where I'll hand burned with my name on it rather than the sticker. And like I've noticed the same thing with like certain woods that just like will take. I'm fucking bad at it. Some of them are real bad. So any of you have a bad one, sorry. I tried. Some wood grains just like take that thing and just like pull it into a line. You're like, whoa, fuck.
That's why you gotta sand it.
Yeah.
Like you have to sand pretty well, but a kendama, like you don't want to sand too much.
I honestly try not to sand it as much unless they ask for it like polished. Then I'll sand the fuck out of it. But But maybe you should try Purple Heart is what I was going to say. Because it's also very like uniform, just dark purple. And it burns like, you have to be hotter, I feel like. But like I feel like it burns good. Maybe you'll like it.
Maybe.
I think
we have a couple
Alissa
of Purple Heart Tamas 1.0. Kaizen 1.0 Purple Heart Tamas.
There you go.
I got some.
Nice.
Someone's going to hit me up for a Purple Heart Tama tomorrow in the customer service unit.
Yeah,
I hope so.
Here can me say.
Oh, man.
This is off topic, but you said customer service email. I want to know like what the weirdest one you've gotten is, because you sent me a screenshot of one the other day, or it was like not the other day, it was like a month ago, but it was like, I want the Ashley Bishop V1.
Yeah. Yeah, we get a lot.
What is like the weirdest customer service email? Or like the most memorable?
I don't know about weird, but I've had people just be like really angry sometimes at me, and like they're not even contacting the right people. Like I would say those are more memorable. I can't think of any like specific one, but I would just say those stick out of my mind the most, where like people pop off and like, how could you talk to me like this when I'm the wrong person?
Yeah.
This isn't even us. Like, I'll call you back. I had not an email, but a phone call the other day where this guy was just like, I fucking ordered my kendama. Like he literally said fuck in the like voicemail like 3 times. Like he was so heated, and I called him back and I left him a message. And people always call me back right after I call them because they like scan the call. And then I'm leaving a message and they're like calling back. I'm like, okay, I was leaving a message, but okay. And then I just like, I'm super nice. And I'm like, yeah, that's not us. You might want to try emailing them. Sorry. And they're like, oh, okay, I'm so sorry. Kendamas. Yeah. Not sweets, Crom. I get more Crom ones for sure because they don't have a US number. So if anyone's asking, Crom does not have a US phone number. Don't call me and bitch me out.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So stop calling me and bitching me out.
Damn.
Wow.
I hear you.
Because yeah, right. I know, especially, I'm not sure about right now, but I remember before Kusa had a lot of different companies. Maybe not sweets so much, but yeah, I remember Crom was in there for a while. I think you still have Crom. Probably a lot of deluxes. We don't. We don't. We're actually like very close to being out of the smoked orange. Finally.
Nice.
It's insane. Yeah. But no, we're down to the last bit of Sunrise minis.
Oh my gosh,
Sunrise.
I
don't even think you'll get any Sunrise anywhere really after. I don't know that he's still making Damas.
I wonder.
And we carry some Crom, and then Ozora. We got so many 5 cups.
Oh my gosh.
5 cups though.
Yes.
5 cup yellow.
Are they the smiles or the enjoy one?
No,
or whatever?
Just normal 5. Well, no, sorry. Yeah, they're the smiles.
They're the smiles.
Yeah, the one where the like 2 Ceratos are on the one spike right kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not the fucking UFO looking motherfucker where the 2 Ceratos are out like
the X-wing.
One little the X-wing. Yeah, that's
That sounds ugly. Also, did we see Agimoto like with his how many Tamas now?
52.
Dude, I think he's at 52.
God.
He just got.
The man can't be stopped.
Yeah, he said he got a new rod, a new stick.
Yeah,
a new shaft for all of the Sarados because it was all like bending. It was bowing at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think he's gonna get to 100?
I hope so.
He's so long.
That would be crazy. Yeah. He would.
No one else is gonna do it.
Yeah.
Well, no.
Right. Very true.
Possible?
But dude, this is totally possible.
How heavy is it?
There was this dude. Okay, so when he did 50, before he released it on as a post on Instagram or wherever else, he did that 50 and it was on TV, right? It was like maybe a week before he actually posted it. So I saw it because I saw him post like, hey, I'm going to be on TV tonight on this variety show that I enjoy watching. And the talent, the person went to Yamagata Kobo and like checked out kendamas. Then they went to where he is at the Spike Hiroba. And he was talking about they're like, hey, showing the talent, the actress. She's not really an actress, comedian. I guess she's a comedian. How he was doing like 48 cups or something. And they're like, oh, wow. What's your level? What do you want to get to? He's like, I've been working on 50, but there's someone who actually got like 49 before me. And then it showed a clip of some dude who I've never seen before.
What?
Never seen this dude before. And he's like a kendama performer.
Oh shit!
But he, like, again, I've
never
never
his
seen
name?
this dude. No. So
Dang it!
don't have much information to roll off of. I think I might have.
Is it Yusuke Ito? The only person I can think that would be legendary enough would be Yusuke Ito.
He's is Yusuke Ito a young guy? Because this dude was kind of young.
He's like maybe like a little older than me.
Okay, so maybe. Like
40, 45, I would guess.
Well, in any case,
I have no idea.
I was super surprised that this dude came out, and I was like, who's this? He gets 49. So then they're like, all right, Akimoto, get 50 on camera. And that's when he did it. But I was just so surprised. I was like, damn, there's people out there. So there is someone out there who might want to get that 100 rod.
Dang. They're training
I'm sure.
right
of
now.
course there is.
Only in Japan, though. I don't think anyone else would want to put the work in.
Man, I hope it was Yusuke Ito. That guy he was the first ever pro kendama player, essentially. Not like sponsored by a company, but he like made a living off of doing kendama performances.
Oh, yes.
This is the dude that like the first time we were all in Japan for like Gloken Cup when we went to his place, and like I think it was Smith and Torkild went there and we all went for dinner, and then he gave them both Mugins that night. And then like I had dinner with him, and he's like asked me about having a Mugen. I was like, oh, I don't have a Mugen. And he's like, haha, it's okay, present. And I didn't know what the fuck. And I was like, I didn't know what he meant, and I didn't speak any Japanese then, and that was like literally the only English he spoke. And then there was just like dinner,
It's okay,
and I was like, what present. The fuck? And then like a week later on my birthday, it shows up at Tomotsu's parents' house where we all were in the mail, along with a 6-pack of Yona Yona that Tomotsu's wife Hiromi got for me for my birthday, all at the same time. It was a beautiful day.
But yeah. I don't think it was that guy. I don't think it was Yusuke Ito. I'm just looking at him up right now. I think it was someone new. That's why I was so surprised.
Well, shit.
Part of that was like missing and then having to untangle all the strings.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. He'd have to. You got every set is like 5 minutes. You got to put everything back, unravel.
Even the 10 cups a pain in the ass. I can't imagine.
Shit. He's gonna have to set it up in a different way. He can't just have 100.
Yeah.
Lined up horizontally right in front of him.
Square.
A square.
And he'll be like surround his body.
Grid.
Yes. Oh, but how would you?
Surround his body.
That won't. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
He's like a hot dog vendor or something at a baseball thing, and he's just like they're just hanging off of him, like on the sides.
He's gonna need back support. I don't want him to get hurt.
Honestly.
Yeah. Damn. Put some hydraulics in that motherfucker.
In his back.
No. I meant in the like the rod and shit. I meant. But in his back might work.
It might help. Yeah.
And his knees.
Like 100 sunrise minis. Maybe that's where you can sell all of those.
Oh. There you go. There you go.
A mini version.
Ooh.
That would be insanely hard. Terrible idea.
Yeah.
Less surface area, but less weight. So it's kind of a give and a take here.
I don't know. You would definitely be able to get closer to that 100 than using normal size Damas.
Yeah.
Everyone listening, let us know if you take on this challenge.
Yeah.
We'll know when Kusa sells out of all those mini sunrises.
Yeah.
Let us know, Alissa, who bought them all. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so let's move over, Alissa. So we've had a few awesome women in the kendama scene who have been a part of the episodes in these past few, and we wanted to also highlight some of the things within the community, focusing on women and stuff. And you've been in it for a long time. You might not have been a a player or someone who's been competing a lot, but your life is surrounded by kendama, right?
Yes.
You'd say so?
Yeah, I would say so.
So what was it like for you in the early days compared to now? What was you see that has been different for the women in the scene? How'd you feel at the very beginning? Did you feel like there was a place where it needs to open up because this is such a male dominated sport? What was your whole feelings overall?
I like that there are so many more women playing kendama these days, for sure. Because like definitely back then there was like none. And even when I was at the jam on Saturday, there were like 30 guys, 3 dudes, or 3 girls. So it's definitely still there, but definitely, before that number would just be 1, that would just be 1 girl. So it's like just nice to see more of it, but it's also like, I don't know what we could do to bring more into it. 'Cause it's just like, I feel like it's a certain type of person who is drawn to kendama in general. And like, I don't know. I feel like I just always been in male dominated spaces. And I don't know if it's because like I have a brother. Like maybe I just like more stuff like that. Like maybe we're just more tomboyish. Like I think about stuff like that, and like maybe that's it. I don't know. Well, but I just don't know where to find women who I can, like even my own friends, like they have kendamas that they've been given, but they don't play regularly or like come to jams or do anything with it. They just have it because they might pick it up when I'm there. So I don't know. It's like, it would be nice if I had more in real life, not just my internet friends, but yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah. So like, I definitely agree with you where it's like a certain kind of person. There's definitely those people who enjoy these kind of skills, toys, I guess you would say. Like again, Alissa, you with the juggling and hooping, that definitely goes hand in hand in ways with kendama, arts.
Yeah, flow definitely. Toys, a lot of people do that.
And even overall, male and or female, men, women, it's not such a commonly popular hobby to have. So then it kind of even whittles down even more for the women who are interested in that. So you mentioned maybe it's because of your brother. Is your brother older or younger than you?
He's younger.
Okay.
Yeah, not by much, but yeah, he's younger.
Yeah. And so maybe we can maybe not do an experiment, figure it out. Haley, do you have brothers?
I have an older brother.
Ooh.
And actually a lot of people know him as his own person, but not as me because he's a music producer. His name's Kyle, but he goes as Super Task. And so he did a live stream last year for Bicycle Day. If you know what Bicycle Day is, it's the day that it's intentionally taken. Long story short, he did this whole live stream production that he created. And I went on and played kendama because it was at my parents' house last year during COVID, lockdown, everything. This is going a little off topic, but I think it's kind of like going in the same direction. But anyway, so after the live stream that I went on, Austin Donovan texted me and he goes, "Were you just on Super Task live stream?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's my brother." He's like, "What?" And then I got probably like within the last year, like 15 to 20 messages of being like, "You guys are related?" Like that is insane. Because he's known as just, in his own little niche community and world and everything he does. But I have an older brother. He doesn't play Dama. But I do think that like maybe the brother aspect, having a brother makes you a little more like tomboyish growing up, or like the hobbies that you choose to involve yourself in, like I grew up snowboarding and, that kind of thing. But I also think with Dama, like it originated from action sports. It originated from like skiing and like rollerblading. And so those communities are, I think, transitioning a little more too, like more females are doing those things, but it started off very male dominated as well. So maybe since it has those roots, at least in the US, maybe not as Japan, but the US roots of kendama, like that's why it's that way, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I mean, it's really hard to say how to like get more girls to do it, because I feel like we do what we can. You know, we host the comps, we do the video comps. Like, I mean, shit. Like, I don't know.
Like, I can show my female friends and none of them be interested.
Same.
But there are some guys out, you know, there are way more guys out there who have, you know, play kendama and then probably have female friends, and then like they eventually show it to them. It's like,
yeah,
you guys show it to girls. Like, I can show it to girls, but like you know, still you're the majority, you know,
yeah,
the community. Like, you know, like, you know, some people get into it because they're, you know, they date someone, you know, like, and the girl gets into it that way, or the opposite way around. Like, we love that. Like, cool, yeah, stay. Like, even if y'all break up, don't leave. Don't leave. Come back. Like, where'd you go? Why'd you leave us?
I don't know if it's the same with you, Alissa, but like your friends that are girls, they're always like, oh, that thing you do is so cool. You know, and you try to like introduce it to them, like kendama. They're like, oh, it's cool. I think it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how you like spark the interest.
Right. But it's like, think of like it's like when you're at toy shows and stuff too. It's like the people who want to like will just naturally like be drawn to it and like want to know more and like want to play it, you know? So it's like, I don't even think it's anything like that. It's just, people, right?
Yeah.
Like different kinds.
Things aren't intentionally male dominated. I don't think. It just is the way it is. So like, I think sometimes when that term is thrown around, like a male dominated community, like people perceive it as a bad thing, but it's not necessarily a bad thing, especially because like, you know, females are obviously welcome, but I don't know. Yeah. Sometimes I think it's perceived the wrong way too.
Yeah.
Well, like, we're not
like, we can't help it right now that it's like that.
Yeah.
One day maybe it'll shift, but you know, for now, all we can do is like make it more balanced. Maybe one day, but like even in the tiny community, it's like that's pretty like still kind of far. It feels like, because like kendama is so new in general. Yeah, just with like the female scene in general growth is like, even over this many years, it's still not that many. It's, you know, like it's crazy, but
better than it was though.
And like, you know, if everyone had stuck with it, there would for sure be more, but what can you do? You know? Yeah. That's life. People move away from kendama and, you know, they move towards it and away from it.
It's just like anything.
It's true. Like you said. It ebbs a lot.
I have a kind of an interesting thought, and I'm curious what you think, Alissa. I guess, you said you were talking about like you hula hooping and juggling and stuff and whatnot as well. I know you're like pretty into hula hooping, like more so than juggling and stuff too, though, right? Yeah. Are you like kind of like in the scene with that at all? Like,
no, I've actually pretty much like, I might pick up my hoop occasionally, but I stopped just because it's like areas I hoop in are like small, and I just like want to be alone, and I just like have very specific like settings for that, and like I can't access them a lot or like ever. So I'm just like, okay, so it just kind of stops me, because it's like, I know it looks like a spectacle, and like it's just like it has to be done outside. You know, like it pretty much needs to be done outside, but then you do it outside, someone wants to ask you about it, and it's just unlike kendama where you can like stop easily and like explain. It's like I don't know, I just feel like it's weird to interrupt someone when you see they're in like their flow.
No, totally.
Like if I'm like in the middle of dancing, you know, just like walk up to me and be like, hey, whatever, you know, like.
Yeah, totally. But if you like watch someone do a Dama trick and they drop it, then it's like, oh, you're obviously like stopped for a second, like, hey, what's up? You know, or something like that. But the reason I ask is I thought of while we were talking about how kendama is like a predominantly male dominated thing. Hooping is a predominantly female dominated thing. However, there is a lot of male hoopers. I've seen a lot of dude hoopers that are fucking crazy at it. But yeah, so I don't know. I just found that interesting. And it's like you were saying Haley, how it's like not really intentional that it was ever set up to be like male or female dominated, but like just the same kind of thing happened for whatever reason. Females gravitate towards I guess the hula hoop is the hips thing. Maybe that's why. I don't know. And girls have more hips than guys.
Or more rhythm.
That. Wow. I'm not going to argue that.
But yeah, no, I pretty much stopped hooping, but I used to have like a hoop sponsor and like all this stuff back then.
Oh, really? Cool.
Like a few years ago, but yeah, I pretty much stopped. And then juggling, I own a set of clubs and I have not touched them and I don't know how long.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, I play kendama pretty regularly, so. And I video game. That's like, those are, I would say, some things I do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We play some games every once in a while. A little Overwatch, jumping on those O-dubs, clicking some
trying
heads.
To get a little triggered.
Oh, yeah.
And me and Haley just like, I don't know, you nerds.
I played Grand Theft Auto. That's about it.
Nice. Which one?
Yeah.
GTA 4 for sure. And then I had like a Left 4 Dead phase and a Skate phase and then Tony Hawk Pro Skater like 1 and 2. The new I mean, yeah, few and far between.
Dude, Skate was such a fucking good game. That's like, I'll still to this day at any given time I will sit there and sesh Skate. It's
do you ever
the
play
best.
Cool Borders?
Yo, dude, the old shit like like PS1.
Yeah.
I remember.
It's like
Cool
a snowboarding
Borders.
game.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Oh, Guitar Hero.
Ooh, Guitar Hero.
Oh, yeah. Everybody Guitar Hero'd once.
Yeah. Fun fact, it's Guitar Hero on Expert.
Oh
yeah?
shit.
Oh.
I did.
Prove
Not
it.
to brag, but it is one of my accomplishments. So.
Yo, there's a little like underground Guitar Hero community as well where people just shred that shit.
Dude,
there's a few
massive.
Dama heads who are into it as well. Like Lucas Adverse is really into it, and Austin Donovan, I'm pretty sure, is really into it.
Yeah, he has a few.
Yeah, a couple different axes to shred, right?
Definitely.
Yeah. I should start training again.
Yeah. The shit's weird, man. I played an actual guitar and like a bass first. And so like playing those, it's like the timing isn't the same as if you were actually to play it. And I know you can adjust it and shit, but I'm just like, I don't know. I've had my Guitar Hero days and I'll still fuck with it, but it kind of just like, I'm just going to play my bass. I'll be right here doing the same thing, just with strings.
Right,
DJ Hero.
Oh yeah, I never played that one. I think I played it once and it was like real hard.
Vidya games.
Gotta love a good Vidya game. When do you guys think it's feasible that we could see a kendama video game?
Yeah.
I mean, they have. Dama
like,
has some weird versions.
That's
Sorry to
true.
cut you off, Haley. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Like, I mean, the technology is obviously there. It's just, is there like an IT Dama nerd who's like wanting to make that?
Right.
I mean, it's a little more satisfying to just play kendama, but
100%. But have you guys seen the VR kendama program that the Japanese homie made?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. His name is escaping me right now. I'm so sorry.
You're so good with all these names.
But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, he invented it, made it, programmed it. It's just like on the moon. So you have like moon physics, and it's what he uses it for is to help people learn kendama. So like you do it in like moon physics in VR, and it's like you're standing on the moon, and little kids are all like, "Well, this is sick," and whatever. But then like this tama comes like super slow, and you hold a thing, and it actually kind of works. Like I messed with it a bunch, and it's like obviously playing a regular kendama is more fun, but
right.
But you can actually like learn like the intricacies of the movement.
Exactly. Yeah. It's like kind of cool in that way.
You play in slow motion, basically.
Yeah. And like he would come set up a big screen TV and like a little booth basically at a lot of the Gloken events that we did on the little tour that we did. And kids love that shit. Everyone was at that booth first. It didn't matter if like we were on stage performing or whatever. There was always at least 10 kids standing around watching the one kid in moon gravity just going like, "Oh, Sugoi!" Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Awesome.
Like, yeah, I feel like it like could be interesting in a way, but like I think it's best suited as like a learning tool kind of thing. It's not the same as like skate, where like, you're going to go flow a couple tricks where like if I was to go try those tricks, I'm going to fucking fall on my face in real life. You know, a lot of them, like I can't do like a kickflip back nose blunt down a rail, you know, but like, and then obviously it's not the same thing to do it in the game, but you do it in the game and you're like, damn, that looked good. And then like you did it and you're like, that was sick, you know. I don't know, it's something about it. It's good. It's a good game.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would get the same thing with the kendama video game. It's just It's not as like exciting visually, I guess, because it's not like high risk. It's not like,
and you're more limited. If you think about like Guitar Hero or Tony Hawk, like the things you can do are ridiculous because you're playing the video game. That's why you can go like rail to rail and like kick flipping on back on the rail, or like it's just ridiculous. Where in this case, it's actually limiting what you can do by a lot.
Yeah.
So that's why, as someone who plays kendama already, you're like, why the fuck would I ever pick that up? But for the beginners aspect of just figuring out the concept of use your knees, you're watching the tama come slowly, like you want to hold your hand like that, the position of it.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how I see it as for right now.
It's interesting.
But yeah, it is interesting. So someone's trying to push it. And then of course we got Dama creating different types of video games. Like they're already video games, and then it's just like, oh, instead of a controller with the D-pad and buttons, it's the kendama. Yeah,
Dendama's kind of cool actually. It's like they got some work to do to make it like super interesting, but it is fun for for a while. Yeah. The
coolest thing is going to the darts bar and playing in their the actual like arcade machine of it.
Yeah.
That's the full experience. That's when it's fun. Because otherwise it's just like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And you're just looking at your phone, watching these zombies come at you.
Yeah. Like, yeah. Meh. So Alissa, for everyone on Patreon, thanks for hanging out and supporting. We ask people if they have any questions for our guests. And we got a question for you from Mr. Daniel Robinson.
Okay.
He asks, in what ways has the kendama industry changed over the years? And do you have any insight on what you'd like to see more from years to come?
He would ask something like that.
Yes, he would.
It's like, it feels like some of the, like a lot of it now is about like hype. Like, I don't know if that's a social media aspect that has like kind of done that to the industry. But yeah, it just kind of seems like all about hype. And maybe it's just like the younger people coming in too, and just like how they act. So it feels like we're all trying to keep up with that instead of like just making like what we want to make at our own paces. It's like we're always trying to like quickly climb this ladder, but where is it going? And like, why are we climbing it so quickly? We're pretty like new in general as like a toy and stuff. But it's crazy because like somehow when you think that there's a cap, there's like always more past it. Even like when you think of kendama tricks, like you're always like, wow, like literally never thought of that. And then it just unlocks like all these like other tricks because of like this one trick. So I think of the industry like that in a way. And what I'd like to see more of, I don't even know. I feel very unprepared for this question. I want to see, I feel like I like art collabs, like using people within the community. I like stuff like that. I want more women and, female identifying and all those kind of folks to feel welcome here. And not just feel like just because it is male dominated, like everyone has a place here. And if someone made you feel like you don't, then like just don't hang out with them. So, like I don't know what to say. Is like just like avoid them, right? Like they exist only on the internet. You don't have to hang out. Like people say, don't have an echo chamber, but like honestly, if I want to hang out with you in real life, like I don't particularly want to hang out with you on the internet. I don't know, like. I don't know, because like I feel like I'm not trying to be fake on the internet. Like they are the same. It's all the same. It's like all my life. Like, so I don't. That's why I like was saying earlier. Like I've cut down like on the people like I don't know on like Facebook and stuff like that, even though I don't even post there really. It just was like, I don't even know why I have all of you on here because I don't talk to you or post here.
Yeah.
Kind of silly.
An arbitrary list of kendama players.
Right. So I like online events. I just can't wait for like actual events again. Like going to the jam was so great. I know it's because I like live in Georgia and we have like definitely, we got our issues, but yeah, I guess I would like to see like more, I feel like collabs too, just within like brands, like, because even though there's a few like here and there, I don't know, just like, I don't know. Can we just make more? Like, I feel like we all have so many cool ideas. I also don't know that the Dama only options are ever going to happen for people because, like, I don't think they understand, like, what goes into, like, production on those things. So, like, when I see people saying, like, they want Dama only options, it's like, yeah, but if we don't sell those Damas, then, like, we're literally stuck with, like,
a bunch
all
of wooden
those
balls.
Damas, too. Yeah. It's just, like, I don't know.
Sell them to Akimoto.
Right.
They gotta come with Cerados or else they're useless.
Oh, true. Yeah, they still need the
Dang. And I want to see more girl pros, obviously. I think I covered that question, Dan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. That was good. Yeah.
Good. I don't have any.
I feel like D-Bro would be satisfied with that answer.
I know. That's the only person I'm trying to satisfy.
Not to speak on his behalf, but
right. Yeah.
Right.
He'll probably call you after he listens to it.
Also, I miss him.
We do talk quite often.
Yeah. That's good.
Nice. Well, that's it. Alissa, thank you so much. We've been grinding almost 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for staying up. You're over in Georgia on the East Coast.
Yes.
It's been good. Episode 49. The next one is episode 50.
Yeah.
Wow.
Nuts.
Wow.
But still, thank you so much, Alissa, for hanging out, unraveling some of your stories of what you've seen in the kendama world, the community from early on and up until now. You're a very integral part of Kendama USA and a good way to help everyone understand a little bit more of what happens behind the scenes. So I think this episode can help a lot of people, as well as learn a little bit about you from the artist's perspective as well. So hopefully looking forward to more projects, some more burns.
It's been a good session.
Yes.
Thanks again, Alissa, for coming out and spending the time and staying awake with the nerds, including the third nerd, Haley. Thanks for hanging out and being a part and co-hosting with us.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. Alissa, it's good to see your face and hopefully soon in person.
Yes.
Yeah, for real.
And one more thing before we totally wrap up, Alissa, I just want to hear last words from you to the other women in the community. What are some words of advice that you would like to give them?
Words of advice.
Yeah.
Don't let someone stop you from playing kendama. Like literally, just if you want to play kendama, you play kendama. And if someone wants to make fun of you for that, don't play in front of that person anymore. That's it.
Nice. And how about some words to the guys in the scene that can possibly go and help the ladies feel more comfortable? What can we do?
Oh, let's not be creepy. Let's make women feel comfortable and safe to express their opinions in this male-dominated space, and just listen when they have something to say. And we're not trying to segregate anyone, okay? But maybe women don't feel as included because you guys are kind of being not nice. So, like everyone says it's an inclusive environment, but like girls can't exist without like someone saying or sending them something inappropriate, apparently. So, let's all do better.
Nerds unite. I'm going to try to bring that one back. We used to say that before. Remember, Rod?
Nerds unite. I remember we made the t-shirt and everything.
Yeah.
You should make another t-shirt.
Yes. There you go. Man. But thank you so much, Alissa.
Thank you for having me.
This is rad.
Yeah. Yeah, good stuff all around. Another episode down the tubes. Thanks for you listeners staying along for the chats and getting involved. And
Hells yeah.
Anybody on the Patreon, if you're watching the video,
thank you so much.
Much love. And I guess that's all there is to say. So on that note, the nerds are out.